Welcome back, guys, to Chasing the Dream 850. We appreciate you tuning back in for another week's episode. Here's some highlights on what's to come. Episode, we're going to be highlighting our 2019 Jeep Sahara build. We got this Jeep about a month and a half ago, and it was pretty much bone stock, so we're going to be taking you through the different parts that we added, etc. And then for the grand finale of the episode, we actually checked out Robinson's Cruise Through right there on Perry Avenue in downtown Fort Walton Beach on a Tuesday night for Jeep night, and ended up putting our rig on the articulating ramp to see how much flex she has. You're also going to see another kick-ass Jeep, which is going to be a CJ7, and that's because that's my dad's Jeep. So we're going to highlight his a little bit towards the end of the episode. So for all you old school guys out there that don't think Jeeps are Jeeps anymore because of all the new technology, you'll definitely enjoy that 20-year plus build that he's got going on. Let's go ahead and get this thing started on another episode of Chasing the Dream 850. So we started out with a 2.5-inch rough country lift. We've got EAG front bumpers with some 35-inch Nitto grapplers. We went with a Smitty built 12K synthetic rope winch. Have not done any LED light bars or anything like that in the front. But on the rear, we also went with EAG. Again, steel metal bumpers and the rear tire carrier, and that just turned out excellent. We still got to do a license plate relocation kit though. Now, as far as the back gate, this is a rough country, I guess you can call it a tailgate table, but this provides an awesome little prep table / stovetop table when you're cooking out on the trail, and works wonderful as if you're ever tailgating in the parking lot for any games. And this folds right down, and there you go. For this next part of the episode, we actually took the Jeep over to Laguna Beach to my dad's beach house. And what we're going to be doing is wiring up some power for the CB radio. So we're going to let you check out kind of the journey we had going over that way. So pretty neat setup. My dad and his wife Rebecca, they have a beach house right next door to my dad's sister, which is Aunt Peggy and Uncle Danny. We had a big family cookout that weekend. A lot of delicious food, definitely to enjoy. It was actually Mr. Jack's birthday as well, so that's one of the neighborhood friends that we celebrated. And again, just such a wonderful time. So no tour to Panama City Beach / Laguna Beach is complete without taking the rig on Front Beach Road. So here's some sights a little bit on cruising the strip. Unfortunately, I did not get any video of me and my dad running power for our CB, but it was a great day, and obviously ended back in Fort Walton and Shalimar with a little sunset cruise and on to the next part of this build. So we've got I guess it's a Uniden CB. We went with a Fire Stick antenna that we got up in Mossy Head with a hood mount. Running this cable wasn't too difficult. Jeep actually has holes that you can unplug and shove wires through the firewall pretty easily. And again, this is the Uniden CB radio Pretty much your standard. It was the Amazon choice, very affordable, and shipped to us pretty quick. But overall, the antenna went pretty good on the install. Again, we went with all Fire Stick products, and I had to get my dad help me with tuning this beast, but we did end up giving it a test, and I ran about a mile out before things started getting a little fuzzy on that 2 feet or 2 foot antenna stick. So check out the time lapse of me mounting the rig on the inside. Went in pretty easy right next to the shifter. Again, 2 screws, and she was pretty much done. Now, the only thing left to do on this beast with the CB install is just kind of tuck away some wires, but I'm pretty happy with everything and how it turned out. Now, with the next project on this Jeep is the 2-inch spacers from Rough Country. You can see the tires tuck under pretty tight, so Adley was very helpful with installing some 2-inch Rough Country spacers. And again, this is the stock look from these Nitto grapplers, and check out what my little helper's doing. I will say that the finished product of these 2-inch Rough Country wheel spacers turned out perfect for the stance that we were looking for. But I will say that the one compliment Mr. Brent, my best friend, gave me, and said that he always loves that we get out and do stuff with Adley, and I really hope that Adley remembers this when she gets older, and hopefully isn't too much of a girly girl when she gets to be in middle school, high school, and becoming an adult. Now time to my dad's CJ7. I believe this is an 83 or an 84. I probably should know this. But he's had this thing for over 20 years and has done the full frame-off restoration on this beast. Kevlar fenders, tires, radios, rotopacks, you name it, he's done it. Probably better than when it came out of the factory. But this is a sweet rig, and it's always nice to compare the new school technology of a Jeep JL with the old school technology and look of a CJ7, and it definitely was a hit at Jeep Night. So we're about to roll out and go test out the flex on these things. So here we are finally at Robinson's Cruise Through, and every Tuesday night they have Jeep Night. I believe there's 1 or 2 Jeep clubs that will come up here, and you can hang out and check everybody's rig out, talk, and sit in the parking lot and enjoy probably the best tacos, in my opinion, in town while you're discussing Jeep mods, etc. And then they even let you put your Jeep up on the articulating ramp, which is pretty cool. So this last couple minutes of footage is going to be us testing our rigs. And I will say that we've got a long way to go when it comes to getting these things 100% ready for the flex. But here's some pretty cool shots of a few Jeeps and our Jeeps up on the ramp. So with getting this rig on the ramp, I will say I was a little nervous, but the guys there from the Jeep clubs were super helpful, and they told me basically that they are going to walk me through every step of the way, make sure I was completely safe, and then give me my flex score, which you should have saw that on that Jeep Gladiator post. We actually ended up scoring somewhere in the 300s. I think it was a 372. And basically that is a starting point for you that you can go home, do your mods, and then bring it back up to Jeep Night and put it back up on the ramp and see if you can improve your score. So check this out. So at the end of the day, my dad ended up beating me with his flex score by 20 points. I will say that I was a little disappointed in my flex, but I was actually very surprised that the old CJ put out a better flex score than the Jeep JL. But as is with anything, you can't judge a book by its cover. Well, guys, that's all for this episode of Chasing the Dream 850. We still got a lot of work to do on these rigs, but I hope you all enjoyed it. Where this next week's episode, we're going to be highlighting a road trip that we got coming on. Thanks for tuning in.